What this video can give you is a clear perspective of should you get a resin printer, a Ferrari, or a FDM printer, the Ford. We all know resin miniatures are king. The details are fantastic. You can't argue with that. However, resin is perfect for Instagram because people do not know how much time, energy, and money you spend on making the perfect miniature. The one thing that I think is the worst is the emotional investment. Because there are so many things that can go wrong, we spend so much emotional capital in this print. If we get the print right, we painted it, we ship it towards the table, and then it's stained on the table and people would just say, wow, that's a fantastic miniature. That's it. Maybe 2 questions, but they cannot see the emotional capital. They cannot see all the hard work, all the nervousness. So how I see resin printing is like a Ferrari. It looks pretty, it has some status, and it's just perfect for Instagram. And if I don't drive it, then it would just be in my garage, but it defeats the purpose of the Ferrari. I want people to see it, but I just realized that they don't see who is driving it. They just see the car. And it's the same thing with the miniatures. They don't see all your hard work and see you. They just look down at the table and don't listen to the DM. They just look at the miniature. And that defeats the purpose. I want people to be vulnerable. I want people to be in the moment. And that is really hard when somebody is just staring at a miniature all the time and just say, wow, look at the details, and focus more about the painting and the craftsmanship than the game. So therefore, I only make miniatures for FDM printers. And I see FDM like a Ford. It's convenient. If it breaks, it sucks, but it's not the end of the world. And with a Ford or a normal car, they don't look at the car. They look at the person who drives it. The car is not the intention. The car is not the center point. It's just a tool to get the memories. Right now, I'm really focusing on making supportless miniatures. So the process is just so easy. I really want that feeling of just getting the keys and go for a drive. I don't want they just need to take the keys and then do a ritual like removing the supports and then take the drive. I think that is the way forward for me. There are pros and cons to both. Somebody still wants a Ferrari no matter what because of all the pros. If you have so much time, money, and just want the absolute best result, then it makes sense to buy a Ferrari and just, like, you don't care if it breaks, you can just fix it. That is not my case. I'm trying to make miniatures as much as possible. I also study my master, I'm a dad, I have obligations, I have a freaking girlfriend that needs to take care of. I have so many things. I don't have the emotional resources to think about my prints. I just want them to work. I just want them to be like pretty enough because of my skills right now. Then they are a Ford. But later on, maybe a BMW or a Audi or Mercedes. That could be extremely nice. Thank you so much for watching.